So in our Shemoneh Perakim, in chapter 5, I think, right, in chapter 5, and the last thing, the topic is directing our powers to one goal, right? And what is one goal? To serve HaShem. The last thing that we discussed, we were discussing about health, right? And it says, so Rambam told us that of course you have to eat what is beneficial for your health. You have to exercise, you do all of the things that are necessary to stay healthy. But it should not be like point of our life to stay healthy, to eat only healthy food. Our point of our life must be to serve HaShem. And in order to serve HaShem, so you need to be healthy. That's it. So that's just one second. And he said there is no pleasure to no problem to have pleasure from relationships, from food, from other things. There is no problem whatsoever. But they always must be for one containing goal, to serve HaShem. Continue. Instead, it is proper for a person direct all his activities and physical health and maintenance of his existence, so that the limbs of his body serve as perfect media for the soul. When his soul will be able to exercise the ethical and intellectual virtues without any impediment. Okay, so let's, it's a small paragraph, so let's do it again and we're going to explain. And instead, is it proper that the person direct all his activities, his physical health, and the maintenance of his existence, so that all limbs of his body serve a perfect media for the soul. So the only reason for the physical body in this world is to serve the soul, right? So the body is needed, and it was designed by HaShem Mizrachi in an amazing way, so it can perform all of the mitzvot that's necessary. The men or women or Leib or Kohen or other thing, or other people or Gentile, that doesn't matter, right? So it is perfect tool to serve to reach to your goal. So of course, if a body is defective because a person ate too much cholesterol, too much sugar, too much bad food, whatever is it, so of course he cannot serve HaShem, right? So all of our activities must be to tune in order to have a healthy body. To why healthy body? Not for the body itself, but to what is the expression? The perfect media for his soul. Continue. When the soul will be able to exercise the ethical and intellectual virtues without any impediment. So if person is sick, right, of course it's very hard to concentrate on learning, very hard to do anything in this life. Okay, continue. Needless to say, everything that a person learns in his studies and the sciences that leads to the purpose, to that purpose, is desirable. Other studies that are not directly related to this purpose, for example, algebra, mathematical equations, geometry, extensive inquiry into engineering, the study of weights and the like, should be directed toward the purpose of sharpening one's mind and training one's sense of logic to seek proofs, so that the person will grasp the power to distinguish one concept from another. This will provide him with a medium to reach the knowledge of the truth of his being, his meaning Hashem's being. So let's try to understand. So even what the Rambam is saying here, even when you learn in secular knowledge, right? It's not secular. It's not. So it's still this knowledge were given us by Hashem about His nature, about His laws of nature that He implemented. So all of this must be like steered toward acquiring knowledge in order to understand Hashem better. So one more time, and we're going to explain. Needless to say, everything the person learns in his studies and the science that leads to that purpose is desirable. right? So meaning that a studies what purpose to be healthy, to be able to be a good vessel, the best vessel to serve Hashem. So you study whatever all of these disciplines, right, in order to have a logic, right? So the mathematical people, that are very logical, maybe yes, maybe no, right? I mean, maybe they're logical in math, but when it comes to to denying God, so they're very good in that as well, even though there is no reason why should they. Okay. Other studies that are directly related to this purpose, for example, algebra. So it's not like this. Okay, if you study medicine, of course, it maybe helps you to keep your bodies healthy. But algebra, how does it help? It helps. Mathematical equation, geometry, extensive inquiry into engineering. The study of weights and the like should be directed toward the purpose, sharpening one's mind and training oneself in sense of logic, right? And to seek proof. So all of this, the structural science. So you go from simple to the harder and stuff like that. And even though Rambam says that, but you can go to Gemara directly and even to Shulchan Aruch and see the commentary. But okay, he said this, and I just want to add to it. If you need to study all of these things for to get a profession, there is also no problem, right? But also keep in mind that okay, I want to have this profession, this engineer or whatever, this mathematician, right? But to make money, but it also should be, or the first goal should be to serve Hashem, to understand His Torah better. Proofs, so that the person will grabs the power to distinguish one concept from another, right? That's our goal. And you see people who are good in especially religious people, right? Religious people who are good in medicine, for example, doctors, they're very smart, they're very sharp, and in learning, if they're religious. If they're not, unfortunately, but if they're religious, they're very sharp, very knowledgeable, many of them, right? So they use the same tactics to acquire the Torah. Of course, Torah is being given as a gift, but if he's God-fearing person and he's trying, he's going to get it. This will prove him with the medium. This will provide him with the medium to reach the knowledge and truth of his being. So with math, and of course, if you saw the movie that we released maybe a year ago or 6 months ago, I don't remember, autograph of HaShem, right? Or God's autograph, something like that. It's on our channel. Very interesting. So you see they use math, other things to see like how HaShem put His signature in everywhere, in DNA codes and everywhere.